back with another video. We have the 344,000 mile E39 M5. I know this content has kind of been lacking, but once this F80 is sold and we have some room again and some space to start another project, this car is ready to go. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do first, a lot of simple things that I want to put this car back. So in today's video, I want to go over just a quick build idea and the build plan for this car. I want to run it by you guys and I want to see you guys' input. Maybe you guys can inform me on a better part selection, or you can keep me up to date on some aftermarket stuff that these cars have come out with. I know some people have actually started remarketing some stuff for this car, especially Dinan and a lot of other brands have started to actually resell parts for this car, which is absolutely amazing. So I want to get you guys' input and I want to see what you guys can keep me up to date on. But let's go over my future plan for this car and the build idea. First, I obviously want to get the stuff that absolutely needs to be fixed and changed out of the way. Like we mentioned in the previous videos, we need to bleed the clutch, possibly do a little bit of maintenance on that. I don't think it needs a clutch, but the clutch is extremely stiff and gets very soft under hard load, and like doing donuts, the clutch is useless after that point. So that needs to be fixed. The brakes need to be bled. I want to do the E60 master reservoir and change that so we get the better BBK feel, and possibly do some hard lines, which I don't know if they're done. I honestly have never even taken this wheel off. So this possibly might need to be hard lined and everything re-ran. Possibly, obviously it's going to need brake fluid with the reservoir, so that will need to be fixed. And then I also want to find a solution because we're running stock brakes in the rear, which I know can handle just perfectly fine. So we might either redo these or find a retrofit kit to get something a little nicer in the rear to match the front. As far as the rear goes, this thing badly needs an exhaust. So that's also something I wanted to run by you guys. I want to possibly purchase like a cheaper welder because I'm not going to go anything crazy and I don't plan on doing too much of it, but I want to try to learn how to weld. So I might possibly purchase a cheaper welder, take the whole exhaust down and patch up the holes. And then also, I love doing cat deletes on these cars. They sound absolutely amazing. So possibly do a cat delete stock resonator and leave these Dinan mufflers. So let me know if you guys want to see some trying to learn how to weld on this car and possibly fab up an actual exhaust, and we can fix that. That'll be one of the major issues. This car sounds like shit and it takes most of the enjoyment out of the drive, so that needs to be fixed. And then we are now starting to get a weird stumble issue. I took the picture of the code. I'll throw it in and see if you guys have dealt with this. It did it before and I cleared it and it never came back, but we have been fighting that weird little startup rattle. Let me go ahead and start the car and show you what that is. Coming into the interior, still searching for a good condition E39 sport wheel. I want to get rid of this. I don't like this wheel at all, but here is the startup rattle. It sounds very misfiery, which I don't think it needs a tune-up. Apparently this motor was rebuilt, if you guys have seen that video, but we really doubt that. And of course it does need the cluster ribbon, but this thing idles like shit and you can hear it, it sounds like shit. So that's the first thing that really needs to be addressed to make this car enjoyable to drive. If you give it a little bit of rev, god damn, this thing sounds like shit. But I know it has probably like 15 to 30 exhaust holes. I went under the car in another video and we went over that and it was absolutely terrible, full of exhaust holes. And as far as the shifter goes, this is way too short for my liking. It's extremely sloppy once it's still in gear. It rattles, it shakes, it makes noise, and then it is extremely short. So I either want to go back to a semi-short shifter, or I probably want to do a stock shifter with just all new redone bushings. Maybe an aftermarket kit that does something a little more shorter or gives it a shorter feel but keeps the stock throw, because this is way too short for my liking. I hate it. It feels like shit. It doesn't go into gear really that easily. So we definitely need to do trans fluid and do a shifter rebuild and get a new shifter hole. So that's something on the list for the interior. And then obviously I want to go ZHP knob and a different shift boot. So that will be one of the first plans in the future. now that we got most of the bullshit out of the way, let's actually go into the build plan, which you guys came here for, if you came here for that. I immediately want to switch to different coilovers. I might just go with BC. I know that they are probably the best bang for the buck. I know a lot of people recommend different stuff on this cars, but I ran BCs in the past, and I think that we could dial it in good enough where we can get this car to feel amazing. Whatever it is in, I think Megan right now feels like absolute shit, and it rattles in the front right corner, so that needs to be changed and we need to get that replaced. So I want to also, while we go into suspension, I don't think it needs new arms. They said they replaced them, but we all know how that goes. So we might go ahead and do some new arms. I know the rear probably needs new arms because I don't think they really touched anything. I think they only did a front suspension overhaul as well as the BBK. So I think the rear needs to be all redone, which is okay. It's kind of expected. Probably need to do some diff bushings. Those always rot out. And while we're on suspension, I want to do Apex Arc 8s. I think those are the most fitting wheels for this car. I think they're the most time and period correct looking. Yes, obviously everybody wants Style 65, OEM wheels, shadow chrome, but I don't want to do this car stock. I didn't buy this car to keep it stock. I'm not interested in that. I want to do this in a OEM plus with a slight hint of aftermarket parts, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So I want it lowered. I want it on different wheels. I don't want this car stock. I'm not a 45-year-old man with a corporate job, so this car is going to be somewhat aftermarket. I know a lot of this is tailored to, you know, older fashion where everything is just stock and completely OEM and perfect, but I don't want that car for these. Honestly, I don't like E39 M5 completely stock. I think that it's boring, and then you do slightly aftermarket and this car is amazing. So again, we're gonna do exhaust, different coilovers, wheels, little bit of interior, and we're gonna do the new shifter, steering wheel. Definitely needs a radio, possibly M audio, aftermarket subs, possibly aftermarket, might just do retrofit M audio. And what else would you guys think would be a good build for this car? These don't take much to look really good. As far as engine bay goes, we might do a couple little mods to get some cooling and do some maintenance just to get some better feel. Let me pop the hood and we'll go into there and show you that. But also, you see there is some cosmetic errors. We have to go over and fix that. But these cars, honestly, they don't take much. As far, that might have just broke. Let's go see if this shit even pops. We're just racking up stuff on the list. Oh no. Don't tell me this shit just literally broke on video. What it's like owning an E39 M5. Look, I'm pretty sure my cable just fucking snapped. Oh no. Don't tell me the hood is closed for good. Oh yeah. Yep, it only released one latch. This is still latch. I just closed it because obviously if I can't open it, there's no point in having it half open. So let's just add that to the list. Whatever number of maintenance item we were at, go ahead and add another one because we are down the hood latch. So I hope it just snapped right here. If it snapped like midway, oh, that's a pain in the ass. I know it's fixable easily, but I know it is kind of a pain. It's not the worst job, but it's just tedious. So we're not popping the hood, but this car definitely heat soaks like crazy. So I want to go in there and find out what we could do to upgrade some cooling. This thing never was good. It's always been like sort of open, not really closing. The handle has always been super iffy, and when you pop it, the handle comes out bad. So damn, we just broke it on camera. Anyways, let me know down below how much of a pain in the ass that job is, because that's gonna be probably one of the first things we fix now, because I can't really do much unless I can pop the hood. Other than that, that'll be probably next video, probably coming probably by the end of the night. Anyways, where were we at? Now shit got me off my track. As far as the carbon fiber bits, I do like these cars with lips. I'm gonna have to see how I feel with new suspension and aftermarket wheels. I like how it sits right now, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna dig it with Arc 8s. I love the diffuser, that's for sure staying. Probably the only thing we might switch up is the aftermarket lip. And also, the thing that bothers me is that these exhaust tips are dented in a few spots. So let me know down below also if these can be re-rounded or if those are just basically trash at this point. As far as the subwoofer goes, we're actually just completely missing them. There's no subs at all, so this car sounds like ass, but fortunately we do have the rear Dinan strut bar, which is a Extreme Plus M5 badge, Dinan badge. This needs to be replaced. This is actually in good condition. We might just polish it and get a little bit of a better, nicer look. As far as paint goes, paint is in great condition. Probably gonna take that wrap off, that's starting to bother me. And other than that, this side's really not bad except for, I think, 2 dings. But that's the thing, aftermarket, there's really not much you can do with these cars. You can just make them look a little more sportier, a little more modern, while still retaining the proper, 2000 era. But as far as that goes, I really want to supercharge an E39 M5. That's something I've been wanting to do for the longest time. I just haven't found the right car that I want to keep for an extended period of time, if not forever. So that brings me into my next point. This is one of the most special cars we've had in terms of what's on the car and kind of value of the parts. Most of the cars we've had haven't had an OEM bumper. They haven't had good wheels. They haven't had good brakes. They haven't had a dining package at all, or really anything crazy. So I feel like this car has the most value in it, including the best parts: OEM Euro headlights, OEM bumper, actual carbon fiber bits, all the Dinan stuff, the Dinan strut bars, the BBK, actual good Silverstone interior. There's just so much about this car that actually is valuable for the price that we paid. But that brings me into this point, is that I absolutely hate titanium silver at this point. This is my 3rd titanium silver car, and I'm dying to get my hands on, obviously, the one that everybody wants: Alpine white, Imola red, Avis, or Le Mans blue. I would absolutely love to have any 3 of those colors, and those are the cars that I would actually want to keep. I don't know if a titanium silver car is going to be the one that I want to keep forever and that I want to pour my heart and my bank account into. That being said, I think one of the best options I'm considering right now, and I want you guys' full honest opinion, is to try to find one of those colors, or at least a better color. I don't want black, I don't want silver. Anything cooler than that, I'm 100% interested in. Mainly those 3, but I know there are some other there's good colors out there too. There's some other, darker silver, some greens, some cool stuff like that. I'd be open to those if they pop up for a good deal. But there is an Avis blue E39 M5 for sale. It's been posted for a long time. They're not negotiable. They're not moving on price. They're not doing anything. They don't want trade offers. But it's been sitting for a while. I've been trying to offer up different things to get that car. But I would absolutely love a blue E39 M5, and then take everything that's good and valuable off this, throw it onto the other one, and then do everything that we just said to that car, make that car absolutely perfect, most likely go through the engine, rebuild everything that's wearing and tearing, and then supercharge that car. I would love to have an Avis blue on ARC 8s. Low-key, I really want red interior. I'd want a blue with a blue E39 M5 with ARC 8s, 2-tone red interior, supercharged, stop tech BBK, and then basically all the little bits to make this car perform and function with cooling and suspension and the little aesthetic mods. That would be the main absolute goal. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. If you guys think that's a good option, or should we not really destroy this car, which I wouldn't be, because I'd take everything that I take out of this car, I would put it back, and then I would end up selling this car for a lot cheaper. That is the plan that I'm most leaning towards. That's what I would absolutely love and enjoy the most. So let me know what you guys think. I don't want to kill this car. I would just replace everything, and then of course sell this car for, I don't know, I have honestly no idea what the price of this car. We do have to fix the little kinks and the issues and figure those out, get this car to a good drivable state so it can be sold. But this car really does feel super solid. The engine is in phenomenal shape for what it is, for the mileage. It made it back on a 10-hour road trip with absolutely no problems. Drove straight back, no brakes, no stops, no time to cool off, and it did absolutely wonderful. It is starting to give me a couple little issues, but it's to be expected with this mileage and this year. As far as interior goes, I can't believe that it's in this good of a shape. We only have that one little wear on the bolster, which you can see right here, but that's easily fixable. We'll go ahead and touch that up. But as far as this car goes, I've been just contemplating and debating what I want to do, because I want to do this car the best that I can, but I hate starting all these projects and then just not finishing them. I know you guys probably don't like that either, but I'm dying for a red, blue, or white E39 M5. So let me know down below what you guys' thoughts are. This car mostly needs some maintenance with some minor aftermarket parts. Let me know what you guys have done to your E39 M5 for aftermarket. I don't want to keep this car stock, as we spoke about. So let me know what you guys have done, what the best mods were, what the feeling was, what the difference was, and come back to me and let me know. I am definitely interested in learning more about these, because I've been out of the market for, I don't know, maybe 2 years. I was up to date with basically everything that came out, everything that was up to date. I would do nothing but browse these forums, but kind of turned into a little bit of a F80 boy. So I've been out of the scene for a little bit because I did sell my car. I'm in the process of editing the video right now, going over the build plan, and I realized I didn't make it so clear. I don't have intentions on selling this car. It's not for sale. I don't have this car posted. I'm just simply stating that I would love a different color one, seeing that we've already done 2 titanium silver E39 M5s. So yes, my ultimate goal is to get a different color. That's not to say that we're not going to build this car, we're not going to work on it or anything like that. I'm not just going to post this car for sale. But if I do have the opportunity to get another color, 100% hands down, I'm going to proceed with that, and I'm going to pick up another color, and then we will debate on how to kind of approach both cars. Obviously, yes, I want to take all the good stuff, put it on the other color. I know this video is just a bunch of rambling, and that's low-key what the past couple videos have been. I do apologize for that. Just been kind of on the back burner. Again, we've said that so many times. I just kind of am tied up with space right now, and we are kind of tied up in funds. Had to get the F80 as the dream car, had to get out the way. We are in the process of selling the black F80, and I'm currently talking to someone about possibly trading for a supercharged E92 M3 that's in my absolute dream spec. So we might have a little bit of a video going across country trying to go get that. Let me know if you guys should think I should go through with that. But I haven't mentioned this before, but since we do have 1,000 subscribers, we do have the membership down below. And of course, I'm not going to push that. I don't want to take money from you guys, but I do love hearing your guys' input and hearing basically what the community has to say. So I want to start a, let's say if we get enough people in the membership, which obviously it only takes a few, I want to start like either a group chat or something like that, where basically everybody can be together and just ramble off ideas, help each other, or do whatever it takes. Basically a forum, a group chat, a Facebook group, whatever, something for the community, something for our channel, our people, and basically for me and for you guys to help each other go off of build ideas, pass around ideas, or whatever that takes. But other than that, sorry for the rambling, sorry for the more boring videos, but I love talking to you guys, and I love just kind of touching base with you guys, getting your guys' opinion. So this will wrap up this video. I appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, continue showing support. I appreciate it, and we'll come back very, very soon. Later, guys.